Donna.
Okay, so finally I'm sorted.
Sorry about that, Betsy.
Okay, thank
you. The group. And I have a yoga strap, and again, we're going to work on this next week. So next week, bring a belt or a towel or a strap if you have one. I'm going to teach you some really good modifications, which I think will help us all. And I also finally received my yoga blocks, which are really inexpensive. And these are also going to help all of us with certain asanas. And I'll be using these a little bit today. And if you have blocks, use them. But again, if you want to learn how to use these props, I'm going to start including that in our classes. So let's start standing, nice long spines. Today you choose whatever you want to get yourself centered and organized and clear-headed for our practice today. So I'll let you know when we're going to be ending that, but you just do some good deep breathing, get those lungs moving, and fill those lungs, expel the air. Think about all the good energy going in and expelling all the bad energy. So let's start. As you're breathing, let's all think about something for which we are truly grateful today. A few more big breaths. One more big breath. Opening the eyes, hands by your side, and together we'll do some cleansing breaths before we get started. So big inhale up and out through the mouth. Inhale up, exhale out. Inhale up, exhale out. Inhale up, exhale out. Two more times, big inhale and exhale through the mouth. Last time, inhale up and exhale out. Very good. Okay, from here, we're going to roll down slowly, opening up the spine and the hamstrings gently. Bend the knees, heavy head, heavy arms. Just relax over. When you're ready, you can bend and stretch, slowly opening up those hamstrings. Let the head and the arms be really heavy. If you wish to hold on to your elbows, you may. But really just waking up the body. If you want to move your head side to side, get the neck opening, that's good too. Nice, even breathing here. When you're ready, drop your hands to the floor or down and roll up from straight legs or bent legs, whichever works today, all the way up. Big inhale up, back to Samasthiti. We're going to do that again. Big inhale up and exhale down, bending and stretching, waking up those hamstrings. Nice, even breathing here.
From here, bend the knees, find your flat back. You can take your hands behind or in front or just on your thighs, elbows tucked in. Nice long spine. Use your core here. Should be a nice flat back. Hold it. Breathe. Back to full forward fold. If you still need to bend your knees, it's okay. And roll up slowly all the way. Big inhale up to Samasthiti. This time, try and keep your legs straight. If they're not ready, that's okay. Be mindful. Together, inhale up. Exhale down. Some nice deep breaths here. Half forward fold, really elongate that back. Use your core. Head in line with the spine. Really try and lengthen the spine here. No tension around the neck. Shoulders pushing back. Breathe evenly. Back to full forward fold. And when you're ready, roll up slowly, vertebra by vertebra. Big inhale up to Samasthiti. Very good. Come to the top of your mat. And we're going to take a big step back. And we're going to kneel on our front leg, whichever leg that is for you. Your knee is above your hips are facing forward. Hands up, shoulders down. Breathe. Check your right hip. It shouldn't be pushing out, it should be straight ahead. Hands all the way down. And take your knee further back so that you've got a really, it's not a full low lunge, but your hips are even. We're really opening up this front muscle here. So you can put your hands on your left knee or your back knee. Really push forward. Push forward. Feel the stretch right here. Keep that right hip in line with the left. Pushing the shoulders back. If you want to curl your toes, that may give you a little extra stretch. Breathing nice and evenly. When you're ready, release your toes if they are. Hands down. And come all the way back, nose to knee. The left foot is flexed. Opening up that left hamstring. Breathing evenly. Head is heavy. One more big breath. And on your next inhale, come back to our big, deep position here. Pushing forward with that right hip. Shoulders are even, hips are even. Feel that really nice stretch in this thigh muscle across the hip. Shoulders are pushing back. Breathing nice and even. Try and get a little deeper in your front bend. Two more big breaths. Hands down and pushing back again, nose to knee. Your foot is flexed, your left foot is flexed. Feel that long stretch in the hamstring. Shoulders away from the ears. Two more big breaths. And back to our original position. Bring that front leg in a little bit so we're more upright. Hands up. You should feel much more stable here now. Breathing, shoulders away from the ears. Use your core here. Your tailbone is pressing down towards the mat. From here, bring the arms all the way down and extend into a low lunge. So your back toes are curled, nice engaged back leg. Your front knee is over your foot. And now use your shoulders and your hips to be even. And your core. Nice long spine here. Push back on that heel. Breathing evenly, nice long neck. Two more breaths. And then all the way up into downward dog, first one of the day. So take your time, pedal the legs, bend and stretch. Long, long spine here. You can move your hips around if you like. Find what works for you today, pushing down on the heels, lifting those hips high. Right, so now the other foot comes up and into between your hands. Place your knee down, your left knee down this time. Make sure your right knee is over your foot. Hips are even, core is working, hands up. Breathing, shoulders away from the ears. Two more big breaths. Hands down. Move that back knee even further. Find what works today. Keep those hips even. And now pushing into that front. Try and keep that 90 or that knee over the foot, the front foot. Shoulders are square, hips are square. Don't let that front knee go outward or inward. It should be absolutely vertical. Pushing the shoulders back. Feeling that stretch on the other side. Breathing. Nice long neck. If you want to curl your toes for a bit deeper stretch, you may. Two more big breaths here. Release the toes if they're curled and pushing back, nose to knee. One side may be different than the other. Really flex that right foot. Shoulders away from the ears. Two more big breaths. back to our deep lunge on the knee. Check your hips are even, shoulders are pushing back, head in line with the spine. Really bend into that front knee. Feel the stretch. Try and get a little movement with every exhale. Two more big breaths. And back. Bending down, head to knee, flex the foot. Two more big breaths. And now come back to our original kneeling position. Bring that back knee up if you need to and find your length. Long spine, shoulders away from the ears, core is working, tailbone bend, tailbone is pulling down towards the mat, shoulders away from the ears. Nice deep breathing. Hands come down and pushing up into downward dog. Should feel a little easier this time. Lift the hips high, pushing down with your heels. Breathing evenly. Please feel free to stop and drink water whenever you need. Or of course go into Balasana if you need a break. So that's just assumed you'll do. From here, let's go into low lunge, bringing the, whoops, I'm forgetting which leg comes first. I guess we're going to take the left leg this time, all the way in between the hands, into low lunge. Hips are even, long neck, shoulders pushing back, core is working, that back leg is engaged and we're pushing back on that heel. If you want to sort of bounce, that may help. Really push back on the heel, keep the hips even here. From here, take your back hand, place it next to your left foot or your open foot, and come onto the ball of the foot, opening up the groin area here, balancing on your fingertips. Hips are even here. Your extended foot is flexed. Push your shoulders back. Long neck, I'll do it sideways so you can see how it looks. Long neck. Feel that groin really opening up. Breathe. Shoulders even, hips even. Slowly bring that flexed foot in, just very slowly with control, and move all the way over to that side, to the right side, and flex and extend the left leg. So again, finding that position, long spine, shoulders back, core working, flex that left foot. If you want to go a little higher on the ball of your foot, you'll get a deeper stretch. So you could try that. Breathing nice and evenly. Bring that left foot now in slowly. And you'll find your yogi squat. Find it with the balance with your fingertips. Or if you have your balance, you can bring your hands to your third eye. Using your core, keep your focus. If you prefer to keep your hands down, let your head be heavy here. So the spine is really opening up. Hands can be palms up if you want. Wherever you are, very slowly put your palms down. Turn your feet parallel. Come to full forward fold. Even though our legs feet might be quite far apart. Hanging over. Walk your feet so that they are hip width apart. And when you're ready, interlace the fingers behind the back, reaching up those arms very high. Opening up the heart and the chest. Legs are really strongly engaged. Grounding down on all sides of the feet. Breathing nice and evenly here. Really reach those arms even higher. Relax the arms down. Find half forward fold, long spine. Back to full forward fold. And when you're ready, roll up slowly, vertebra by vertebra, all the way up. Big inhale to Samasthiti. Well, I think we warmed up the hamstrings and certainly these front muscles. So we're going to do that one more time and hopefully you'll feel the difference. So coming again to the front of your mat, big step back. Bending into the front knee, front leg, and releasing the back into our kneeling position. Hips are even, check. Heart is pushing forward, shoulders pushing back, core is working, tailbone towards the mat, hands up. Breathing. Keep those hips even. On your next inhale, bring your hands all the way down. Push that back knee all the way out. Find your perfect place here, knee over the ankle, and really keeping those hips even, pushing forward. Should feel a lot easier. Breathing. Watch that that knee is not swaying outward or inward. Two more big breaths. Extending back and nose to knee. Nice flexed foot here. Back to our kneeling position. Hands down on the floor, back to low lunge here. Nice, long spine, head in line with the spine. Should feel a lot easier. And take it up into downward dog. From here, let's change sides. So this time, I always get confused. Right foot is forward, left knee on the back. Find your alignment here. Use your core, hands up. Shoulders away from the ears. On your next inhale, hands to the floor. Extend that back leg. Pushing forward into the bend of the knee. Hips are even. Core is working. Push those shoulders back. Breathe evenly. Two more breaths. Reaching back towards your heel, nose to knee. Flex the foot. If you're shaking like me, it's good. It's getting rid of all the bad energy. Two more big breaths. Pushing back onto the front foot and extending that back into a low lunge. Hips are even, shoulders pushing back. Nice engaged back leg, pushing that heel as far as it could go. Make sure your knee is over your ankle. Hips are even, strong arms, long spine. Two more big breaths, push back on that heel if you can. Hands down into downward facing dog. One more time. Should get easier every time. Hips up, heels down. Shoulders away from the ears, nice long neck. Breathing evenly. From here, very gently, bring your knees to the floor. Release your toes. Walk your hands out as far as possible. Hips are above the knees. And when you reach out that spine, pushing down on the tops of your feet. Inner elbows pushing towards the midline. Hips are high. Breathing nice and evenly. Two more big breaths. Walk your hands back. And let's take a little break. In Balasana, hands can be extended or by your side, whatever you prefer. That was quite an intense first half session. So catch your breath, take some water if you want. When you're ready, roll up come to a comfortable seated position. You can sit on a pillow or whatever is comfortable for you, but find comfort. I'm going to work the shoulders a little bit and the chest now. So let's start with, first of all, hands are already interlaced, but your 2 index fingers are pointing upward. So again, long spine, grow a 1/2 inch. Sit bones are even on the floor. Extend the arms all the way high. Shoulders away from the ears if possible. Keeping sit bones on the ground. Let's really reach over, opening up the ribs. Your head can be wherever it chooses. Breathing. One more breath. Back to the center. Grow a little taller. And let's go the other side. You won't go very far, but you will feel the stretch on the ribs. Pushing the shoulders back, away from the ears. Two more breaths. Back to the top, shoulders down, and ready to reach even higher. Core is working here. One more breath. Big inhale. Release the hands and bring them all the way down. Okay, let's just do a twist before we do the next. So left hand on right knee, twisting, pushing, looking, opening the collarbone area. You can look wherever you want to get some movement in the neck if you like. Up or down. Feel it, but really keep that twist going with a nice vertical spine. With every exhale, try and see if you can get a little further movement around. Back to center. Let's twist the other way. Nice long spine, long neck. No tension in the neck. You can look wherever you want. Pushing those shoulders back. Back to center. Okay. This is an exercise we're going to work on, I hope, next week with our belts and straps. I know for me, I'm very, very tight in my upper shoulders. So I'm really weak in a lot of the movement there. So it's certainly a goal of mine to try and open my upper shoulders. I'm terribly stiff there. So we're going to start with just our right hand touching the back of our shoulder, trying to get that elbow as high up to the ceiling as possible. This left hand comes up, holds the elbow and pushes it back gently, but your chin and head remain really straight ahead. So we're really trying to keep a long spine, core is working, pushing that elbow back just a wee bit. Try and keep your head in line with your spine. Don't drop your chin. Don't look up. Keep it straight ahead. And gently with every exhale, try and get that elbow even further back. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last time. Inhale. Exhale. Woo. It's really hard for me, so shake out that arm. Yikes. Okay, we're going to do the left side. So left hand goes all the way back over, touching the scapula of your back. Right hand comes over, pushing that left elbow up, head in line with the spine, long spine. Don't arch your back, use your core here. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Last time, inhale, exhale, and undo it. One arm may be different, one shoulder may be different than the other. Definitely mine is irregular, shall we say. Let's shake out the legs, change our legs to the opposite side. Finding your sit bones, finding your long spine. Let's take a nice big breath in, elongating that spine. Hands interlaced, index fingers pointing upward, pushing up. Shoulders away from the ears. Really reaching those arms high. Opening up the heart here. Breathing nice and deep. Try and grow a little higher. One more big breath. Let's take it over to the left. Keep that right sit bone on the ground. One more time. Back to the top. Big inhale, lengthen up, and over to the left, the right, sorry. Back to the center. One big inhale and lifting up through the spine, all the way through the crown of the head. And release the arms. Okay. Let's do our usual twist. Right hand on left knee, twisting all the way. Long spine. Shoulders back. Use your core. Head can be wherever you want. Move it around if you like. Get that neck released. Breathing evenly. Back to center. Let's go the other way, but before we turn, let's lift up in the spine, lift it up, use your core, and now twist. Pushing those shoulders back, using your core. Breathing evenly. On your next inhale, back to center. Take a moment to really extend that spine. Grow a half an inch. Okay, left hand over the left shoulder. Right hand comes over, holding the elbow, pushing back. Chin, head in line with spine. Try and really reaching out. Reach, push that elbow back. Try and keep the head in line with the spine. One more time. Unravel that arm. Shake it out. Shoulders can be shaken out. And let's do the right. Right hand all the way over to the scapula. Left hand comes over, holding the elbow, pushing it back. Nice deep breathing here. With every exhale, try and see if you can push that elbow just a wee bit. Two more big breaths. And yeah, let's shake those out. Wow. I am very tight there. Okay, from here, I want to do a little bit of work on upside down or a reverse tabletop. So feet are hip width apart. Find where your hands are going to be comfortable because we're going to lift our hips high and try and find that flat space. So you'll have to figure out when you get there how to get into alignment. But let's start together. Your fingers are pointing towards your feet, lifting the hips up. Head can be wherever it's comfortable, but really lift the hips, ground down the feet. Breathe. Lift those hips even more. When you're ready to come down slowly with control all the way. And if you want, just relax over your knees, holding your elbows if you like. It's a lot of pressure on your spine, so this is a good complement to just releasing all that tension. Take a moment, get your breath under control. We're going to do that again. Do it in your own time. Make sure your weight is even on both feet. That's very, very important. And of course your hands, because that's what we are grounding down on. So when you're ready, find your positioning. Start from a long spine. You may have to adjust your hands. You know, everyone is different, so you have to feel where it's good for you. And of course your feet. So pushing those hips up, really lifting the hips. Open the shoulders, push those shoulders back, lift the hips. You can feel your glutes working here. Come down whenever you want, all the way. And just relax over, catching your breath. From here, roll up, nice long spine, extend both legs. Our hamstrings are fairly warm, so they should be pretty good, but you feel what's good for you today. If you need to keep the legs bent, that's fine. Arms out, core is working. We're going to lift up, inhale, and exhale, holding onto our toes or our ankles, really reaching over, nose to knees, or in between knees rather. Elbows are tucked in. Breathe evenly and deeply here. If you have a strap, yes, put it around the the arches of your feet, holding on to each side. And I'll demonstrate all of that much better next week when we all have our straps or belts or towels. We can work together on that. But this will really help. I think the straps and modifying will really help make those muscles more flexible. Keep those feet flexed. One more big breath. And release the hands, come to Tadasana, nice long spine. Feet are flexed. I want you to go forward, just into a diagonal. Shoulders are pushing back, core is working. You won't go very far, but your feet are very flexed. So feel that diagonal line in the spine, head in line with the spine. If you want to take your hands forward to help, you might feel you can lift out more from your hips here. You really want to lengthen out of the hip sockets. But push that chest forward. Breathe. And now reaching over, head becomes heavy, feet are flexed. Breathing. Shoulders away from the ears. On your next inhale, find that diagonal position, pushing your chest forward, coming out of your hip sockets, lengthen your spine, your neck. Push those shoulders back. Take your right hand, if you can, hold on to your left foot on the outer edge of your left foot, go ahead, or your ankle or your calf, wherever you are today. And your back hand is going to be behind, your left hand is behind, and you're going to twist a little bit. Open the chest here, push your shoulders back. Breathe. If I point my right foot, the one I'm not holding, I get a little deeper twist. Push those shoulders back, chest forward, and come back out. Back to Tadasana. Nice long spine. We're going to do that one more time. Feet are flexed, pushing forward into diagonal. Really lifting out of those hip sockets, lengthening the spine, pushing your chest forward. Breathe. Reaching out for your feet or your calves. Heavy head. Breathing nice and evenly here. Shoulders away from the ears. Two more big breaths. Back to that diagonal long length in the spine. Really pushing forward here. Use your core. And now holding on with your left hand to your right leg, right foot or ankle, and twisting. And again, you point your left foot a little more, a little deeper. Push your shoulders back. It's a weird position, but it's a good one. Ready. Lengthening the outer part of our leg, the IT band. Try and push your chest forward here. 2 more breaths. Release and come back to Tadasana. Very good. Let's just shake out those legs. That was a lot of work. So we'll try to do some glute stuff now. And I think the best way to do it is if we roll down all the way onto our backs. So roll down slowly, vertebra by vertebra. Let's just take a moment to catch our breaths. Oh, just relax for a moment. Take some water. Okay, so before we work the glutes, this is a kind of a warm-up for the glutes. Let's place our feet just beneath our buttocks, hip width apart. We're going to lift up our hips into bridge. If you want to take your hands high to go up, feel free. You know this position well. Every day is different though, so you feel what is going to work for you today. So, ground down on your feet. You're ready for contracting your navel as you lift the hips really high. Thighs are parallel, pushing down on all sides of your feet. Hands can be above or just by your side or interlaced beneath your back. Get those shoulder blades touching. If you want to release one leg, you can. Lift those hips even higher. You can release the other leg if you want. When you're ready to come down slowly with control. Vertebra by vertebra. We're going to do that one more time. Do it in your own time, mindfully. Try and get a little higher this time. And of course, keep the breath even. Lifting those hips high. Even higher. Feel those glutes working. Keep the feet nice and firm on the ground. Come down whenever you're ready. Mindfully. All the way. Let's bring our heels together, opening the thighs. Use your core here so we reduce the hollow in the back. Open up the arms, just take a moment to feel the position. Relax in this position. Hips are even, legs are relaxed, your thighs are really relaxed. So when you relax your thighs, the hollow in your back increases. Arms are open, shoulders are both on the floor. But this time what I want you to do is focus on your glutes. So when you focus on those glutes, contracting them, your navel is pushing down to your spine. You're reducing the hollow in your back, but your shoulders are remaining nice and flat on the ground. Nice long neck. Try not to let your chin get too high. Keep it low. Keep nice long, even spine. Feel those glutes working and the thighs are pushing away from each other, away from pushing down towards the mat. Your feet are relaxed. Now relax those glutes. Feel the difference. Arms are just relaxed. So let's do that again. Contract the glutes. Your navel is pressing down to your spine. Watch your chin. Feel those glutes really working. Breathe. Nice deep breathing here. Watch your shoulders don't crunch up. Keep them flat on the ground. One more big breath. And now relax those glutes slowly with control so that the thighs gently open up. We're going to do that one more time together. Let's take a big inhale, a big exhale. Inhale, contract those glutes and the core. Keep those thighs pressing towards the mat. Chin, neck is long. Breathe, shoulders are down. Core is really working hard here. Breathing nice and deeply. You can make noise breathing, it's okay. Keep holding it. 2 more big breaths. Push those knees towards the mat. 1 more big breath. Now slowly, as you relax, go slowly. Feel how it is to undo that contraction with mindfulness. All the way down. Finally, your thighs are released. Your tummy is not working so hard. Hands are open. Let's cross our arms one over the other. We did work the shoulders quite hard, so this might feel really good. Relax the thighs. Breathe deeply. On your next inhale, open the arms wide. And on your exhale, cross the arms the other side. Relax the thighs and the neck. Arms and hands are relaxed. Nice deep breathing. On your next inhale, open up the arms all the way out again. And exhale, keep them wide. Extend the legs, bring your knees together and extend the legs. Flex the feet. Arms are nice and wide. Check the time. Whoops. Oh, I always seem to go over. So I'm sorry I didn't do a lot of the glutes, but we'll do more next week for sure. From here, relax your ankles and your arms. You can bring your arms in a little bit if you like. Palms up. Relax those hips, the glutes. The spine. Let that spine relax now. The core, let it go. Relax your jaw. Relax your eyes, close them. If you have something to cover them, feel free to do so. Relax your shoulders. Find your regular breath now. Go inward and let go.